Good morning and welcome to today's secret snippet. Hope everyone is well. Sorry if that's loud. Hang on, what do we got here? Oh, back to the original book again. Number 48. Okay. Let's see. Number 48. Okay. This is crazy because yesterday, if you go to yesterday's secret snippet, we got page 47. And it's the first step of the creation process. Today we get 48. And I almost did all 3 steps too. This is the funniest part. I almost did all 3 steps and I said, nope, I'll do a video covering all 3 steps. Well, guess what? Step 2. Okay. So yesterday was step 1 and I ended there. So I'm going to continue the finish of step 1 and I'm also going to do step 2. Okay, so I'm going to go a little farther and then, well, let's see here. Step 3 is quite a ways. Okay. All right, so a recap on step 1. Asking is the first step in the creative process. So make it a habit to ask. If you have to make it a choice and you don't know which way to go, ask. You should never be stumped on anything in your life. Just ask. Okay? Dr. Joe Vitale, which I might add is the quantum physicist doctor that I took my course through. Okay? It was all online, but regardless, I learned all this and he was the doctor that put that course together. Okay? This is really fun. It's like having the universe as your catalog. You flip through it and say, I'd like to have this experience. I'd like to have that product, and I'd like to have that person, like that. It is you placing your order with the universe. It's really that easy. You do not have to ask over and over again. Just ask once. It is exactly like placing an order from the catalog. You only ever order something once. You don't place an order and then doubt the order has been received, and so place the order again and again and again. You order it once. It was the same with the creative process. Step 1 is simply your step to get clear about what you want. As you get clear in your mind, you have asked. Okay, so a recap. Step 1, ask. Okay, and get detailed about it. If you order a car, you're going to pick a color. You're going to pick the interior. You're going to pick what radio's in it and, stuff like that. Do that. Put it in your mind. Picture what it is you want, not just a random car. Get detailed. Okay, now step 2 is believe. All right, now Lisa Nichols. Step 2 is believe. Believe that it's really already yours. Have what I love to call unwavering faith, believing in the unseen. Okay? You must believe that you have received. You must know that what you want is yours the moment you ask. You must have complete and utter faith. If you had placed an order from a catalog, you would relax. Know you were going to receive what you ordered, and you'd just get on with your life. See the things that you want as already yours. Know that they will come to you at need. Then let them come. Don't fret and worry about them. Don't think about your lack of them. Think of them as yours, as belonging to you, as already in your possession. Albert Collier. In the moment you ask and believe and know you already have it in the unseen, the entire universe shifts to bring it to the seen. You must act, speak, and think as though you are receiving it now. Why? The universe is a mirror, and the law of attraction is mirroring back to you your dominant thoughts. So, doesn't it make sense that you have to see yourself as receiving it? If your thoughts contain noticing you do not have it yet, you will continue to attract not having it yet. You must believe you have it already. You must believe you have received it. You have to admit the feeling frequency of having received it to bring those pictures back as your life. When you do that, the law of attraction will powerfully move all circumstances, people, and events for you to receive. Okay, I'm going to continue right on. When you book a vacation, order a brand new car, or buy a house, you know those things are yours. You wouldn't go and book another vacation for the same time or purchase another car or house. If you won a lottery or received a large inheritance, even before you physically had the money, you know it's yours. That is the feeling of believing it is yours. That is the feeling of believing you have it already. That is the feeling of believing you have received. Claim the things that you want by feeling and believing they are yours. When you do that, the law of attraction will powerfully move all circumstances, people, and events for you to receive. How do you get yourself to a point of believing? Start make-believing. Be like a child and make believe. Act as if you have it already. As you make believe, you will begin to believe you have received. The genie is responding to your predominant thoughts all the time, not just in the moment you ask. That's why after you've asked, you must continue to believe and know. Have faith, your belief that you have it, that undying faith is your greatest power. When you believe you are receiving, get ready and watch that magic begin. You can have what you want if you know how to form the mold for it in your own thoughts. There is no dream that may not come true if you but learn to use the creative force working through you. The methods that work for one will work for all. The key to power lies in using what you have freely, fully, and thus opening your channels for more creative force to flow through you. Okay? The universe will start rearranging itself to make it happen for you. Jack Canfield. Most of us have never allowed ourselves to want what we truly want because we can't see how it's going to manifest. Bob Proctor. If you do just a little research, it is going to become evident to you that anyone that ever accomplished anything did not know how they were going to do it. They only knew they were going to do it. Dr. Joe Vitale. You do not, excuse me, you don't need to know how it's going to come about. You don't need to know how the universe will rearrange itself. How it will happen, how the universe will bring it to you is not your concern or job. Allow the universe to do it for you. When you are trying to work out how it will happen, you are emitting a frequency that contains the lack of faith, that you don't believe you have it already. You think you have to do it, and you do not believe the universe will do it for you. The how is not your part in the creative process. Okay. You don't know how it will show. It will be shown to you. You will attract the way. Lisa Nichols. Most of the time, when we don't see the things that we've requested, we get frustrated we get disappointed and we begin to become doubtful. The doubt brings about a feeling of disappointment. Take that doubt and shift it. Recognize that feeling and replacing it with a feeling of unwavering faith. I know that it's on its way. Okay. So that was a few more pages than I would normally read, but it was all the same step and it needed to be done. Okay. So step 2 is believing. You have to believe that the universe is answering your ask. Okay? Get detailed in your ask and then believe it. Like they said here, when you make an order online, for instance, you don't reorder it and reorder it and reorder it because it hasn't arrived yet. You know that it's coming. You just carry on with your day and just know that you know. Like it's not even a second thought. And the order from the universe is the same way. That belief is what brings it to you. Okay? Now, how can you believe it? How do you know? Because you didn't actually physically put an order into the universe or into the internet or at the dealership or whatever. So that's a tough one to believe that it's on the way when you didn't actually physically make that order. You just did it through the ethers. Okay? So let me explain something to you. Hang on here. Let me show you how the magnetic fields work. Okay? This is your body. This is your central nervous system. All right? When you think something, you put it out into the universe. Our toroidal fields go up through the head, around the body, and in through under the ground, in like back into the earth, and the grounding comes up through your legs. This is the flow of electricity that happens in our human body. Okay? It goes around and around and around like this, in all directions, all the way around like a donut. Okay? Comes up through the head, and as you think, as it flows through your body, it's a negative force as a ground when it comes up. Okay? It hits your chakras, and your heart, that pump, it's not really a pump, it's a vortex. It spins the blood around in circles. Your blood has iron in it, which is steel. That's what they make steel out of, is iron, right? There's iron in your blood. So that is an electrical, that creates the electrical force. So it transmutes the empty building blocks of the grounded energy, transmutes it to a positive, usable energy by your body. And as your brain, your computer for this machine, thinks, it puts that thought out into the ethers, into the universe. Now, this is not empty space around us. It looks empty because it's invisible, but there's oxygen in there, there's water in there, there's plasma in there, there's electrical energy all around us. Okay? Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Your Wi-Fi works, does it not? My phone's working on it right now. That's invisible electrical energy, magnetic fields, okay? Your body creates the same thing. You are just like a Wi-Fi modem, all right? When you put thoughts out into the universe, your thoughts, let's just color code it so you can see how the example. Let's say you're putting out thoughts of whatever you're looking for, but it's a great thought because you feel good in the having of whatever it is you're putting out. Let's say it's a new car, just for sake of purposes here. So you're putting out thoughts of a new car. Now those energetic blocks that you put out are all new car, right? And as the electricity flows through your body, this is a law of electricity. Like even your power lines outside do this. This is why people don't want power lines near their homes, because as electricity flows through those power lines, these are your power lines, it creates a perpendicular magnetic field. And that magnetic field is what people don't like from power lines, okay? Because the power going through it, it doesn't have thought in it to make it a positive, great magnetic emission. It's just mechanical, okay? But in the body, you have thoughts that determine what energetic frequency that power is at, and that determines the magnetic field that is emitted from your electrical system, okay? So if your thoughts are you're putting out for a new car, then in the plasma around you, in this invisible magnetic field around you, you have put out these attractive magnetic blocks of the new car. And in each block, it has the picture of what you're picturing, okay? You're creating the magnetic field as that electricity flows through you. That magnetic field matches whatever your thoughts drew through your mechanical body, okay? So when you get emotions into that magnetic field, now remember, emotions are energy in motion, okay? So the more emotion that you put in that, the faster the electricity flows, the stronger the magnetic field equaling that emotion becomes, okay? So you attract what you've put out, collects other matching frequencies, and as your magnetic field is on, which it never shuts off, you just determine what you're magnetizing by your thoughts, okay? As your thoughts go through, the equal magnetic field is created, and that's what you attract back to you. So you put it out there, and the putting of it out there has put your order into the universe, because as it's out there, it collects to it all the matching frequencies, which in this case would be the way to get that new car. And then as your emotional state is magnetizing it, it brings it back to you with all those other energies that matched it, okay? So you place your order, the order's put out into the universe, it finds that order, and your electronically magnetic field attracts it back to you as it collects all the corresponding building blocks that make it happen, okay? That is literally how the universe moves mountains and collects all the people and all the experiences that will make that happen, because it is literally a magnetic field. You can't see it, okay? You can't see the Wi-Fi running your phone, can you? No. So just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, all right? It's there. And when you hopefully understanding this will help you to believe, once you put the thought out there, that you've made that order. You've already made the order. You don't have to keep doing it. Just believe that you made the order and get the emotion of the belief so that you power that magnetic field. Okay? When you doubt it, when you give up belief and no longer believe it's coming, that magnetic field shrinks, and therefore slowing down and answering your disbelief. And it doesn't happen. And then you go, see, it didn't happen. But it is your original doubt of it not being happening that shrank your magnetic field of that matching thing. You still have the magnetic field, but when you replace it with a different thought, the thought you're dominant on is what your magnetic field is dominant of. So if that thought is doubt, then guess what? You've put doubt out in your magnetic field, which pushes it away and then just justifies your doubt. So keep it in belief, okay? Keep the faith, keep the belief that when you put it out there and you believe that you made that order, then your magnetic field of that belief stays lit. It stays energized, so that once that thought has gone out and collected all the things that it needed to collect in order to match what you wanted, you still have that magnetic field operating to bring it back to you. Okay? hopefully that helped out. Sometimes we need to see how it functions in order to believe that it's actually functioning. Okay? So believe it. Don't doubt it. Um, I have, I'm sure you have too, probably put out thoughts, not even thinking about it happening, but because there was no resistance to, no doubt to it, it's just a put out there thought. Next thing you know, 2, 3 days later, it's like, oh, there's that book I was looking for. Or, oh, I was just thinking about you, and hey, we crossed each other at the store. Like, when you don't have that resistance, it allows the universe to bring to you everything that you're thinking about. So, if you, same goes the bad way though, if you're thinking about negative thoughts and have total belief that just if it weren't for bad luck, you'd have no luck at all, you got to get that saying out of your head, because guess what? You're going to bring more bad luck because you just believe it. So start believing that you got good luck. Start believing that you have this power within you, because you do. It is your invisible body part. Your complete nervous system is your electrical system within your body. You have that power within to create that magnetic field of whatever you choose to attract to you. You can do it. Just nobody's told you that you could. Nobody's taught you that you have this magnetic field around you that you control. Okay? So, there we go. Step 2 is believe. You don't have to do anything. You just have to keep your electrical nervous system in the belief zone so that your magnetic field stays turned on for whatever it is that you're trying to attract. Okay? Believe it. Believe it. Have faith. Faith is the belief in what you can't see. Okay? Have faith. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Okay. I might have to purposely do one for step 3 for receiving. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow it'll just give me step 3 anyway. Just like today gave me step 2. We'll see. Here is your manifestation card for today. And these are just little cards of encouragement and techniques and whatever. And usually it lines up with whatever I read for the day, so we shall see. Now, keep in mind, I have used all these techniques, and they work. Sometimes some work better than others. It all depends on how you are feeling and what techniques you need. So if you pick this secret snippet today, there's a very good chance that your hardest thing and thing you need to work on was the belief that you could even do this, okay? Believe it. You are amazing. I don't care who you are. You are an amazing, amazing creation. And you have the ability to do this. All right? Okay, let's see what we got here. Break this up. Okay. Screenshot that if you want. Don't try to control negative thoughts, okay? Don't worry one bit about them. All you have to do is deliberately think as many good thoughts as you can each day, and they will cancel out any negative thoughts. Practice this daily, and in a short time, you will have completely retrained your mind to consistently generate positive thoughts, okay? I know when I first learned this, I caught myself in negative thoughts so many times and like trying to suck it back. Oh, don't think that, don't think that. And in the trying not to think of it, guess what you're doing? You're thinking of it. So you're doing that magnetic field thing. So don't beat yourself up when you catch yourself in a negative thought. Just counteract it. Think of a positive thought. And if you can't think of one right away because you're in such a mindset, then you're still trying to retrain that mindset, okay? If you can't think of a positive thought because you're already on that negative, then just be grateful for the recognizing the negative thought, okay? Just the fact that you recognize that that's a negative thought can be a positive thing. The recognition of it. Say, oh, there's a negative thought I would not have normally recognized, and now I have. Thank you for showing that to me. And you have transmuted that negative energy into a positive energy, okay? So with gratitude, gratitude is one of your highest frequencies, okay? And with gratitude, you can transmute any energy into a positive magnetic field. So even if you can't, because it's pretty tough when you're first learning this, you catch yourself in negative thoughts and you try and suck it back and you try and not do the thought, that just brings you more focus on that negative thought. Don't do it. Let it go, let it flow, let it release from you, and be grateful that you recognized it, okay? That gratitude will replace the negative charge, and gratitude attracts to it more things to be grateful for. So in the transmutation of that negative thought, you are actively bringing towards you more things to be grateful for. And when you recognize that the next thing that comes that you're like, ooh, that was really nice, recognize that you attracted that from being grateful. Okay? And when you start recognizing that flow and how what you put out comes back to you, and depending on how your thought process, when you start recognizing and acknowledging when things come to you that, oh, I did that. Ooh, I did that. And then when a bad thing happens, ooh, I did that too. Oh, crap. Okay. So thank you for recognizing that. Let's keep going. Okay? So there you go. There's today's secret snippet. Hopefully you can do something with that. And I know that it really is this simple. You place the order, believe it's coming. Okay? Step 3 is receiving it. Just in case I don't get that soon, I'll do a real quick step 3, receiving it. That is, remember how I said you had to put it out and put that emotion in it? Well, matching that frequency of what has been created now by your thoughts, matching the frequency allows the frequencies to blend and become part of your experience. That is accepting it. That is receiving what you have put out. So anyway, most important part is believing. Without the belief, it doesn't matter what you put out, and it doesn't matter about receiving it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to match the frequencies. You're not going to draw it close to you. You won't have to worry about how to receive it because that's not going to be close enough to you to receive anyway. So believe it. Have faith. God bless. Like and share and subscribe and all those things for the algorithms for other people to get this. And have a blessed day. We will see you on the next secret snippet. Bye-bye.